Buff Nation, happy Monday. Hope you guys are all having a great start to your week. And I think the Buffs are as well. In today's video live stream, we're going to go ahead and break down exactly how Colorado completely dominated and won the bye week. Pretty much everything that we were needing to go in our favor did this weekend, which is incredibly nice. So we'll break down what happened in the Big 12. Of course, if you haven't seen that, we'll talk about where Travis Hunter's at in the Heisman race. Can Shedeur sneak into that top 5? That would be really, really nice, or that top 4. We'll talk about that. And what I want to lead with today, though, as you guys are getting in here, let me know your thoughts. Smash that like and subscribe. We're on our way to 10,000, guys, which is really, really exciting. 10,000 subscribers. To be honest, guys, I never thought I would have reached this point when I started out last year. So it really does mean a lot to have your support and have you guys engage with me. So smash that like. It does a heck of a lot for the channel, for what we're building here. Thank you so much. But let's go ahead and get started with what I think is very, very exciting news, is that the Buffs have played either on ESPN or network television in prime spots the entire season. And right now, I think it's looking like Colorado is going to run the table this season with playing on network television and ESPN the entire season, which is crazy because let me share my screen. It was announced today, or maybe it was yesterday, but I saw it today that Colorado, Utah, is going to be slated to go on Fox. So this is Saturday, November 16th. So the following Saturday after this coming one when we play Texas Tech. And it's going to be a 10 a.m. Mountain Time kickoff televised by Fox. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Might this be the opportunity for Big Noon to return to Colorado? Might it be the opportunity for ESPN College Game Day to return to Colorado? I think this could be a very nice opportunity for both for both programs. I'm not really sure the other big time college football games that are going on there, but I would not be surprised if we definitely see Big Noon return for this game. I think that that would be a heck of a lot of fun. And it's nice for the Buffs to get an early kickoff time. 10 a.m. is still pretty early. I went to a handful of the games that started at 10 a.m. last year. And I mean, you got to get there if you want to tailgate, 6, 7 a.m. and then you're ready to go. It's a full day affair, no doubt about it. But it's a heck of a lot of fun. The weather is going to be absolutely perfect. Great fall weather up in Boulder at this point. And I think this is crazy. The only game left to be slated is the game against Kansas. That is on Black Friday, I believe the day after Thanksgiving. That's going to be at Arrowhead Stadium. And so I would imagine that there's going to be a very high-end broadcast slot for that. I'm not sure who has it, Fox, ESPN, whatever, but I'm sure that's going to be put on mainline television. And Oklahoma State finishes off the year on mainline television as well. So that's very, very exciting. We're going to be one of the most viewed teams in college football. By far, we're going to be the most viewed team in the Big 12. And what's great is that we have the opportunity to take care of business, to win the last 4 games of the season, get ourselves into that Big 12 title game. Hopefully, we need a little bit of buff luck, but I think we can get there and continue to be one of the most watched teams and one of the best stories in college football all season long. And then if you guys missed this, Big Noon, after Texas Tech had an incredible victory over Iowa State this past weekend, Fox's Big Noon kickoff is going to Lubbock this weekend for the Colorado Buffaloes Texas Tech Red Raiders football game. So that's really, really exciting. Looking forward to it. It's going to be at 3 Mountain Time this weekend, and so that's going to be awesome. Like Lubbock is going to be absolutely fired up for this, guys. Tonight it's 5 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm having RC Maxfield on the show. He does a YouTube channel and podcast called the Back to 12 podcast, covering Texas Tech. He is a Texas Tech alum as well. So we're going to preview the matchup this evening together. So y'all be sure to smash that bell for notifications as well when we go live. But that's going to be a lot of fun. But this continues to show that when you come to Colorado, this is huge for recruits. When you come to Colorado, not only do you get to play in a very exciting conference like the Big 12, a conference where I feel like Colorado could become the dominant team in this conference for many years to come, get drafted out of this conference, but also you get to do it in front of the entire country every single weekend. And that is what this is proving, that the Buffs, they're always going to be put in prime position to be in front of as many eyeballs as possible. Even schools like Texas haven't had this luxury of playing on network television and, the main ESPN channel, their entire slate. We have had that right now, and it's looking like we're going to finish that out. There have been some games where Texas has played, on ESPN Plus or whatever it is. Now, granted, those were against some of their smaller opponents, but the narrative remains true that even against Colorado's smaller opponents, such as CSU, that was primetime television, baby. So I absolutely love it. In terms of some other things that went right for CU this weekend, USC taking another loss. Of course, we're going after some of their commits really, really hard, being quarterback Julian Lewis, as well as offensive tackle Carty Smith. Feeling very good about their recruitment right now. And the Buffs, they're trending up program. USC, this is shocking to me how USC actually has won more games throughout this period of time with Clay Helton than they have so far with Lincoln Riley. And that is just mind-blowing. It's looking like a sinking ship over there. And I want to be surprised if you see a handful of schools really go hard after a lot of the USC commits, because it just doesn't seem like they got the right mix of things to capitalize on them being USC, as crazy as that sounds. Who would have thought that Clay Helton would be a better head coach for the USC Trojans than Lincoln Riley? So that's absolutely insane. Guys, if you missed my video earlier this weekend or yesterday afternoon, there's this, thanks to bball.nothing.net, they have Big 12 standing calculators, which is great. They factor in all the different tiebreakers and, like the tier of tiebreaker, head-to-head, then record against conference opponents. Then if you got the same record, then it's whoever had the better record against the shared highest ranked opponent. There's like 5, 6, 7 different tiebreakers as you go down the list. But I think right now, to put it simply, if Colorado is going to win out, what they do need right now is for, and I assume BYU could win out. I think that's what we'll see. But Arizona State might have something to say about that. But we're going to need Iowa State to take a loss to Kansas State. I think that's probably our easiest path right now to the Big 12 championship game. But again, we have seen every single weekend how there are upsets in this conference. Anybody can beat anybody on any given weekend. And so this is going to be really interesting to watch. I do think Colorado is going to get the help that they need in order to get to the championship game. But Colorado needs to take care of business in this last third of the season. They need to go into a very difficult environment in Lubbock and beat the Texas Tech Red Raiders. They will have their starting quarterback, Baron Morton. He actually ended up playing on Saturday and played very well. They don't win that game without him. Then we have Utah. That's a game that I feel great about. I thought that we would beat Utah this year coming into preseason, and I'm definitely confident about that. Then we have the Kansas Jayhawks. That's going to be a tough one. We cannot overlook them. Jalen Daniels, he has not been good in the clutch. The whole team, rather, has been very bad in the fourth quarter of their games. They've led in the majority of their games going into the fourth quarter, and they've just blown these leads. So it's going to be important for us to squash any hope that they might have. And then lastly, finishing off against Oklahoma State. Now, they have been absolutely terrible this year, but it might this might be an opportunity where Oklahoma State might play the best football they have all year, because this very well could be Mike Gundy's last game coaching the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And so I think you're going to get a really good effort from Oklahoma State. And so we can't look past any of our opponents that we have right now. We have to take care of business. Again, I do think we get the help that we need to find ourselves in the Big 12 championship, whether that's going up against BYU or Iowa State, depending on what happens there. But we need to win all 4 games. Otherwise, Kansas State, they'll definitely get the tiebreaker over us since they beat us, and we'll see what else happens. But Cincinnati, Arizona State, these are teams, Kansas, that really have the opportunity to play spoiler for these top, 3-4 teams right now in the Big 12. And that's going to be really fun to watch, to see like how this whole thing plays out. But the Big 12, man, they've been must-watch television every single week. I haven't watched this much Big 12 After Dark, or previously, I guess it was more Pac-12 After Dark in my life. Like, there have been a lot of great late night games that have gone on, and thankfully Colorado hasn't played in too many. But with that being said, guys, lastly, I wanted to hit on this, just the Heisman odds right now for Travis Hunter, and then I'll get to some of your comments. Again, please like and subscribe. Join the chat. Love chatting with you guys before I got to hop here in just a bit. Right now, it's looking like Cam Ward is the front runner for the Heisman right now, according to Vegas. And I can totally understand that. Miami is undefeated. They haven't had a season like this in so long, right? And Cam Ward's been playing really, really good football. Travis Hunter is now up to number 2, ahead of guys like Dillon Gabriel, and Ashton Jeanty. And Ashton Jeanty, I got to say this, stat patter. Hey, you guys are up like 3-4 scores going into the second half, and you're still running Ashton Jeanty a ton to make sure that he gets those 100 yards in garbage time. Nah, man. Notice what the Buffs did and Travis Hunter did when they were blowing out Arizona. They said, nah, man, we don't care about stat padding. You're going to rest. We're going to rest our best guys. That's exactly what we did. And, I don't think stat patters should be awarded the Heisman. That's just me. Give it to Dillon Gabriel, Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders. I think definitely deserves to be in the top 4. But I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers. There's a lot of Boise State supporters apparently in the Twitterverse. But again, I've never seen a school like Boise State credited for a fake win, so much in their loss to Oregon than I've seen with this team and Ashton Jeanty, where they almost beat Oregon. Yeah. Since when have you given the Heisman to a loser like that? I mean, maybe Caleb Williams. I'm just playing, but all that to say, man, Ashton Jeanty has been a great story. I think he'll be the first running back off the board right now, it looks like, in the NFL draft. But there are players that are more deserving than what he's doing at Boise State. I'm sorry. Definitely give it to Cam Ward over Ashton Jeanty. Definitely give it to Travis Hunter over Ashton Jeanty. I would be supportive of giving it to Dillon Gabriel over Ashton Jeanty. And I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right now. Give it to D'Angelo Pons over Ashton Jeanty. So with that being said, guys, I'll get to some of your comments. Thank you again so much. Beast Reincarnated, what's going on? Hope you're having a great day. Go Buffs. That's right. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, Buffs and Spurth, what's going on, man? This weekend was magical. We couldn't ask for a better place to be. The ball is in our court. Yes. Oh, hey, by the way, I forgot to mention this. The other guy here's my top 5 for Heisman right now. Here's my top 5. Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, Cam Scattaboo, baby, D'Angelo Pons. And y'all might say, nah, David, are you making fun of Buffed in Prime? No, this is what you guys never listen to. I'm not making fun of Buffed in Prime. No. What I'm making fun of are the crazy amounts of people that came in to this chat throughout the offseason saying that we are crazy if we don't bring this guy in. We are just crazy. All of our guys suck, and this guy is just better than everybody that we've got. D'Angelo Pons is killing it. I'll give a credit to him. Write him a movie script. He's doing so well with Coach Sig in Indiana. That's why I got him in my top 5 Heisman. I really, anytime I take a shot or I might sarcastically say something, it's not to Buffed in Prime. No, it's to the people that hear one thing and then they go on all these other YouTube channels and go on all the other tweets to tell us that any other opinion is just dumbass. That's what it is. That's what it is. So it's about those people that have been in the comments and they haven't been in here in quite a while. I wonder where they went. But anyways, the ball's in our court. Give it to Cam Skattebo. Can you imagine what Cam Skattebo would be doing at Boise State right now? The Arizona Sun Devils don't win any of those games without Cam Skattebo. You put Cam Skattebo on the Boise State Broncos, watch out. You put Quinshawn Judkins on the Boise State Broncos. Oh my gosh. Ashton Jeanty is great, but by no means should he win the Heisman. No. And he's a stat patter? No way. One Mari, Colorado in the playoffs would break TV rating records. Yes. Be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun. Buffton Burr saying, I'll be at the ASU BYU game. I'm hoping ASU shows out. If CU wins out, we should be a great shot for the big show, baby. Yes, I think so. And again, if we're not going to get into the conference championship, we need to not only win these next 4 games, but we got to do them in an incredibly dominant fashion. That's what we got to do. Smuggles, what's going on? Wild dog in the house. Hope you're doing well, man. Been a while since I've seen you. Hope you're okay. The Missouri running back got near the same stats as Jeanty, and he's in the SEC. Shoot, man. Even that Iowa running back too, right? Exactly, man. No one's doing what Hunter's doing, man. And it's so funny. There's this narrative. I feel like it's mainly coming from Duck fans, because they want their quarterback to win it, right? So they're talking about how, Travis Hunter ain't that special. It's just so funny to me, man. If there are people that can't appreciate what he's doing and just truly how great you got to be to do it, man, there ain't no saving these people. There's no saving these people. How do you feel about a 10 a.m. game next weekend in Utah or against Utah? I feel great about it. It's nice to have a different kickoff time and experience, the wonderful weather during the daytime that Boulder provides in the fall season. And I believe this too, Slim. Big Noon will come to Boulder next if they beat Texas Tech. I'm with you on that. I would love to see College Game Day here as well. I think that would be a lot of fun, just like we saw last year. Dude, I don't think anything happened with me and them, or me and Buffton Prime. I don't think so. I think it's just really anytime that I make a joke about Ian Massey or D'Angelo Pons, it's towards all the people that have been in my comments throughout the summer telling me that these guys are the best players since sliced bread. And I just don't get it. So I'm going to just take my shots at jabbing at these commenters, man. That's really what it's all about. But they've been a little bit more quiet lately. We'll see. But no beef. I think people want to believe that there's beef. There ain't no beef on this side, at least. And I've shouted them out a ton of times for what they've done with their film work. Buff since birth, Skattebo. He's a beast. He's amazing. Dude, I love Skattebo. Yeah, Jeanty hasn't done anything we haven't seen already. You're absolutely right. Stanford Higa, hope you're doing great. Loving Liberty in the chat. I love it. Oh, man. Stanford saying, my brother's a big BYU fan. He'll be visiting me to go to the BYU versus Arizona State game. That's going to be a lot of fun, man. Arizona State's going to give them a run. That's for sure. Good Wild Dog. Health is your wealth. I'm working it out. Love to hear that, man. Easiest walk. Texas Tech's looking like the biggest game of the season. Buffs will need their A game to win this one on the road. Yes, yes. And thankfully, we've been playing better and better on the road. No doubt about it. I'm feeling good about it. But yeah, the Oregon fans hating, they want Gabriel to win. I understand that. And, you know, just like we're pulling for our dudes saying, hey, this is why you got to vote for our guys. I understand why these other fan bases are doing that. Like, it's all in good fun. But there's only one fan base that's right, and it's us. Hey, KB, what's going on, man? If the Buffs don't land Julian, is there a quarterback in the transfer portal that you would love to take over as a CU signal caller? Not particularly right now. I know that a lot of people have talked about the Tulane quarterback, and you know, I'm cool with that. You know, I just want to see a good, talented quarterback out here. But it's tough because I can't really speak on it until we know what quarterbacks are going to be jumping in the portal, that are going to be looking to transfer. Because right now it's just kind of all speculation. But I imagine if we go after a quarterback in the portal, I think it's going to be somebody who has had a year or two of college starting experience. Like, I know over the summer we brought up, you know, the possibility of Aaron Noland. I just don't know if we go after a transfer quarterback that hasn't, you know, that's been in college for a couple of years, but just really hasn't played. I would almost feel more intrigued to go with a blue chip true freshman quarterback. I don't know. But regardless, I would love us to bring in multiple new quarterbacks and have the competition be as stiff as ever. Kenneth, hope you're doing well. Texas Tech is dangerous after defeating Iowa State, so we better be on our A game. Yes, that was a gritty, tough, resilient win that they had. It was really, really good. All right. Yeah. Aaron Nolan ain't see the field, so it's hard to say like how good of a quarterback he really is. I got no idea. Let's hope Texas Tech has no chance. We're gonna have to play really, really well, and you know, can this team play the best football they've played these last 4 games of the season? For this last third, can we level up again and reach new heights with our level of play? My hope is that we're gonna be doing that, no doubt about it. Convincing fashion, no doubt about it. Who's that Texas quarterback Wild Dog is always mentioning? I don't know. Maybe Wild Dog, you could answer that for us. I'm not particularly sure. Bustonsworth, hit me up sometime. I'm healing enough from my accident. I'll start up the pod again soon. Have a great one. You're really doing a great job, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. I definitely will. Yeah, glad to hear that your recovery is going well from your accident. And hey, hoping you're just getting a lot of time to enjoy life, enjoy this season. It's been a really fun one, man. So absolutely. And I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Lagway would be a lot of fun, man. Do you think Billy Napier is going to save his job in Florida? I mean, what, they got 4 or 5 wins right now? We'll just have to see. Have you heard of my CU Buffs wrap up after each week's game? No, I haven't, Country Tone. I'll have to check it out. When I'm like creating content, I don't really have much time to like watch other people's stuff. Does that make sense? Because I got this, and then I also got the Broncos stuff going on, and then I got, you know, a life outside of this. But yeah, it's funny. Once I've kind of gotten into the rhythm of making so much, I don't have as much time to kind of peruse the internet, see what's going on, see what everybody else is talking about, unless somebody's getting in here letting me know. So I'll be sure to check it out, Country Tone. Hey, Pod, good to see you. Hopefully, we get Joel and Gus as well as the big noon kickoff next week. Craft out a tweet looks like it might be happening. I think that would be. I think it would be perfect. I haven't see you yet this year, right? Sunbelt Billy ain't leaving this year. Oh man, but yeah, Florida State, they got. It's going to be interesting, man, to see what happens with Norvell. I imagine they stick with him because of that buyout, but what the heck went wrong? Not. I'll take Lagway, but Cormani can stay at Florida, dude. I don't know why there's this. You know, breakups can be fine and good for both parties. I don't want Cormani back here, and I don't think he wants to come back here anyway. I was the first to say it. Let's get Lagway and speak it into existence. Man, let's go. Maybe we need to do like a hype up party for that. Oh yeah. Keelan Russell, right? Isn't that his name? Wild Dog, yeah, out of Duncanville, Texas. Go watch him. Got to watch him with my own eyes. Yeah, isn't he the top rated quarterback or also another top rated quarterback? I think he's committed to Alabama right now. But yeah, I feel like we've been trying to reach out to him. That would be cool if we brought him on for a visit. Hey, I love this. Just booked my own hotel room in Vegas just in case CU goes to the Las Vegas Bowl. Go Buffs. Man, that's a lot of fun, man. That's a lot of fun. Las Vegas is a great place for a bowl game. I'll tell you that. You know, I've been to Vegas 3 times for NBA Summer League, and it was great. And I can't imagine what it's like for a bowl game or a championship game like that. It's really cool. I think something's going to have to drastically change. I agree with you. Plus, it seems like we just have our eyes set on somebody else right now, or like prioritized, with Julian Lewis. So we'll have to see. The biggest bye week win was USC losing. We won Juju and his USC teammates. Hey, wouldn't that be so nice? I definitely feel better about it. Again, Clay Helton with a better record than Lincoln Riley at this juncture. That's insane. That's insane. So, all right, guys, I got to wrap this thing up. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you again so much. I'll be back later today at 5 p.m. talking with Red Raider RC Maxfield of the Back to 12 podcast. We're going to preview Colorado going into Lubbock, taking on the Red Raiders. Thank you again so much, guys. Smash that like on the way out. Subscribe. Go Buffs.